Apple buried 6 unannounced iPhones inside iOS 27 beta code, not a rumor, not a leak from a supply chain source. Apple's own software, the iPhone 18 Pro, is weeks away. And after everything that's now confirmed, the cameras, the price, the lineup split, this might be the most consequential iPhone cycle in years. There's one specific camera feature coming that every other video is under-explaining. We'll get there. But I want to show you the full picture first. Here's what this video covers. 3 confirmed camera upgrades coming to iPhone 18 Pro, iOS 27 Beta 5, all but handing Apple's entire fall lineup to us officially. Conflicting analyst reports on the base iPhone 18 specs, and a price increase that's already splitting the community hard. I've gone through everything. Gurman at Bloomberg, Jeff Pugh's supply chain checks, Ming-Chi Kuo's latest note, and the actual iOS 27 beta files. This is the clean version. No speculation dressed up as fact. Just what's real, what's conflicting, and what it means for you. Mark Gurman called the iPhone 18 Pro camera system the biggest leap in camera hardware in some time. That's not a phrase he uses lightly. So what are we actually getting? 3 things: variable aperture on the main camera, wider aperture on the telephoto, and pro-level software features serious enough that Apple is reportedly upgrading the camera app itself. Let's take them one at a time. Variable aperture, this has been rumored for years. The concept is straightforward. Your camera's aperture, the opening that controls how much light reaches the sensor, is no longer fixed at a single value. You can change it. In practice, that means controlling depth of field, choosing how blurred the background gets. Low light shots that look like low light shots instead of an algorithm's best guess at what the scene looked like. Think of every iPhone camera ever made as a camera with the aperture dial glued in place. The iPhone 18 Pro might actually let you move it. Now, whether Apple hands users manual control or just applies it automatically in the background, we genuinely don't know yet. That detail matters a lot, because the difference between Apple adjusts it for you and you control it yourself is the difference between a smarter auto mode and a professional tool. The telephoto upgrade is simpler. Wider aperture means more light in. More light in means better low light performance, and the telephoto lens on current Pro models is the weakest link after dark. This directly addresses that. And then there's the software. The information reported that iPhone 18 Pro's camera will start to match professional grade cameras in terms of certain advanced features, and that Apple is upgrading the camera app because the existing one has mostly basic controls. That's a quiet way of saying professionals have been leaving capability on the table because the app never exposed it. That changes this year. Here's where it gets interesting. Apple has never officially announced a single iPhone 18 model. Not one. But iOS 27 Beta 5, released this week, contains files related to battery drivers that reference 6 unreleased devices by internal codename. And every single one maps directly to a phone we've been expecting. V62 iPhone Air 2, V63 iPhone 18 Pro, V64 iPhone 18 Pro Max, V67 iPhone 18, V68 iPhone Ultra, V69 iPhone 18e. 6 phones in Apple's own software, hiding in plain sight. Now, not all 6 are coming in September. The fall event is expected to bring the iPhone 18 Pro, the Pro Max, and the iPhone Ultra, which, yes, is the foldable, Apple's first foldable iPhone, and they're calling it Ultra. The base iPhone 18, the Air 2, and the 18e, those aren't arriving until early 2027. This is the first time Apple has separated the launch of the standard model from the Pro lineup. And if you are planning to buy a base iPhone 18 this fall, it's simply not coming. plan accordingly. Let's talk about the number people are refusing to accept. The iPhone 18 Pro is expected to cost somewhere between $200 and $300 more than the iPhone 17 Pro. That's not a rounding error. That's a meaningful jump. Reddit is already full of people who have made their decision. Some are staying on their iPhone 17 Pro entirely. Others have drawn a hard price line, and if Apple crosses it, they're done. And here's the part worth actually thinking about. Your only September options are the Pro Max, and the Ultra. The Ultra will almost certainly be the most expensive iPhone Apple has ever shipped. This cycle is not designed for everyone. It's designed for the person who has been waiting specifically for variable aperture, or the person who wants to be first on the foldable, or the person deep enough into iOS 27 and Siri AI that the software alone is the justification. For everyone else, the iPhone 17 Pro is a genuinely excellent phone, and it's about to get significantly cheaper. One more data point worth flagging, because the reporting here is genuinely split, and both sources are credible. Jeff Pugh, analyst, solid supply chain track record, says the base iPhone 18 will launch with 12 gigabytes of RAM and the new, smaller dynamic island design, debuting first on the Pro models. That second point is actually surprising. When the original dynamic island launched on iPhone 14 Pro, the base iPhone 14 kept the old notch for an entire year. Apple didn't bring it down to the standard model until iPhone 15. If Pew is right, Apple is moving much faster this time, but Ming-Chi Kuo, equally reliable, equally well-sourced, says the base iPhone 18 gets 9 gigabytes of RAM, not 12. Both analysts cannot be right. My read, the 12 gigabyte number is more exciting. The 9 gigabyte number is more consistent with how Apple has historically differentiated Pro from standard. Apple has always used RAM as a quiet lever to keep the Pro lineup feeling meaningfully faster. Giving the base model parity would be a real shift in strategy, we find out in a few weeks. But it's the number I'm watching most closely. Here's where I land. The iPhone 18 Pro is a genuinely significant upgrade, not because of the spec sheet, but because of what variable aperture actually represents. It's the first time the fundamental architecture of iPhone's main camera changes in a way that expands what the camera can express. Not a better sensor, not a faster processor, a different relationship between the glass and the light. Combined with a software upgrade that's reportedly built for professionals, this is Apple making a serious argument to a different kind of buyer. But if you're on a 15 Pro or newer, I would wait for the pricing announcement before committing to anything. $200 to $300 needs to be justified by more than benchmark improvements. And if the camera spec is the only thing pulling you in, wait until we see how variable aperture is actually implemented in the user experience, because Apple handles it automatically and you control it manually are two completely different products. The question I keep coming back to is this. Apple is betting that the camera is the reason you upgrade this year. Is it enough? Drop your answer in the comments, because I'm genuinely not sure yet.